Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Har Har Bole, Namah Shivaya. Rameshwara, Shiva Rameshwara, Har Har Bole, Namah Shivaya. Gangadhara, Shiva Gangadhara, Har Har Bole, Namah Shivaya.
Before watching, I expected to see colourful rituals, chanting, and offerings made to different gods and goddesses. I thought the service would focus more on prayer, music, and rituals instead of spoken ceremony like in other religions.
I was expected to see people meditating peacefully and quietly. I also expected to see some sort of like symbolism and architecture and shrines and for it to be colorful. I expected just very like kind of the Zen vibe to it. I expected to not fully understand everything, but to still be able to like appreciate the art. Also was expecting to feel slightly out of place because I am not Hindu myself, but I was excited to learn and to observe.
During the service, the priest chanted in Sanskrit while ringing a bell to invite the deities present. He offered flowers, lit lamps, and waved incense before the statue of Lord Venkateswara. Even though I couldn't understand the language, the chanting and music felt peaceful and spiritual. The ceremony used many senses like sight, sound, and smell, which made it very meaningful to watch.
Yes, I feel like my expectations were pretty much matched, but it was definitely a lot more intricate than I was thinking it would have been, and even more beautiful than I thought. I really liked the marble carvings and like the symmetry. I also really appreciated the silence in the mandir because it really created a nice peaceful atmosphere that you don't get in a lot of places. The people there are very welcoming and the audio tour was very educational. I also realized that the visit wasn't intimidating in any way at all, and that even as an outsider, I was welcomed in and I was able to learn.
What stood out most to me was the arti. When the priest waved a small flame before the deity and then shared the light with the worshippers, it symbolized sharing blessing and energy. I also noticed a strong sense of community. Families and people of all ages took part together, offering prayers and receiving prasadam, which is blessed food given at the end. From watching this service, I learned that Hinduism is more than a religion. It's a way of life that values peace, respect, and harmony with all living things. This experience helped me appreciate the beauty and togetherness found in Hindu worship.
The thing that stood out to me most was how intentional the service was and how they had like a bell and they were singing, and I liked how towards the end of the service everyone like kind of put their hands up towards a flame, which I thought was nice, and it was really like peaceful and slow paced. It wasn't complicated at all. Yeah, it just like wasn't rushed, which I really appreciated. The energy in the room was really calm and focused. People were quietly praying and reflecting, and it just made the whole experience feel really special and peaceful.
My main takeaway is that Hindu worship focuses on devotion, gratitude, and connection between people, nature, and the divine. Every action from lighting a lamp to offering flowers has a deep meaning.
Takeaway from this experience was just being more like present in the moment and slowing down and reflecting and like really thinking about more like self, I guess, in your own actions rather than like how other people affect you. I also loved how like you didn't have to know much prior knowledge beforehand to be able to like have the same experience, I guess. Like I felt very like connected to the culture rather than like an outsider. Also made me realize how powerful like even a short service is rather than like long. Even as an observer, I really felt like I was able to appreciate and like absorb the experience without feeling like pressured at all in any way. Just being able to show like devotion through small actions rather than like one or a few big ones